Exclusive courtside footage has just surfaced, revealing what really went down during the Fever vs. Sky game. While the league was quick to condemn Indiana fans, they didn't take the time to verify the facts. The new footage tells a different story, exposing what appears to be a deliberate attempt to target Caitlin.
Caitlin Clark fouled her to stop her from making a basket and forced her to go to the free throw line. That is a basketball play. Angel Reese does what Angel Reese does to sell the moment. She gets up and tries to fight Caitlin Clark.
Clark and the entire Fever organization are at the center of something that's gone completely off the rails. Let's be clear, this isn't just overreach, it's outrageous. The WNBA has officially crossed the line with its blatant targeting of Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks. By now, you've probably read the league's tone-deaf statement. The WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in society. We are aware of allegations and are looking into the matter. But here's the real question: what allegations? Based on what evidence? And coming from whom? That's the million-dollar mystery the WNBA seems in no rush to explain.
Angel Reese deserved to get her ass booed when she attacked Caitlin on a normal foul. Other than that, what are you talking about? So the WNBA, talk about killing the golden goose.
Before throwing an entire fan base under the bus, here's where things take a turn. We now have exclusive courtside footage that directly contradicts the narrative being spread online. This video captures exactly what happened during the game, and here's the truth: there were no racial slurs, no monkey noises, no discriminatory behavior of any kind from Fever fans. The footage shows a typical, passionate basketball environment, nothing more. Fans were cheering, fans were booing, exactly what you'd expect at any professional sporting event in America. The notion that Gainbridge Fieldhouse somehow turned into a hostile or hateful environment is pure fiction, a narrative with no basis in reality.
Angel Reese deserved to get her ass booed when she attacked Caitlin on a normal foul. Other than that, what are you talking about? So the WNBA, talk about killing the golden goose.
Let's break down that foul for a minute. The footage clearly shows Caitlin Clark making a standard take foul on Angel Reese, the kind of play that happens dozens of times in every basketball game, at every level. This is basic basketball. You stop an easy bucket and force the player to earn it at the line. Nothing dirty, nothing excessive, just textbook defense. But what happens next? Reese doesn't simply take her free throws and move on. Instead, she turns the moment into pure theater, flopping dramatically, then getting in Clark's face like some major violation just occurred. And the refs? They bought it. They actually upgraded the foul to a flagrant. This is classic Angel Reese. She knows exactly what she's doing, turning a routine play into a spectacle. Let's be real. For her, basketball alone isn't enough. She thrives on controversy because that's her brand. Drama keeps her in the headlines. As Dave Portnoy, who was courtside, said it best: totally common foul by Caitlin Clark going for a layup. Reese falls down, then basically attacks her and turns the whole thing into a joke. This is why people are fed up with Angel Reese. And shame on the WNBA for falling for it. A flagrant foul? That was one of the most ordinary, routine fouls you'll ever see.
Angel Reese deserved to get her ass booed when she attacked Caitlin on a normal foul. Other than that, what are you talking about? So the WNBA, talk about killing the golden goose. You guys are lucky you have Caitlin Clark. You are lucky you have the Indiana Fever. It makes the league relevant. All you do is shit on them.
Let's set the record straight about what really happened during the Indiana Fever vs. Chicago Sky game. Courtside footage has now surfaced that completely dismantles the inflammatory narrative being pushed online. What it reveals is simple. There was no hate, no racism, no hostile environment, just fans cheering their team, booing the opposition, and enjoying a competitive game of basketball. Exactly what you'd expect at any professional sporting event. Yet instead of acknowledging this for what it was, standard gameplay with a bit of drama, the WNBA poured gasoline on a fire fueled by unverified rumors. Rather than leading with facts, the league rushed to issue a broad, vague condemnation and launched an investigation into a fan base based on nothing more than social media noise. That's not leadership. That's damage control based on a narrative they wanted to believe.
Let's talk about the foul in question.
Caitlin Clark committed a routine take foul on Angel Reese, a textbook play used to stop a fast break and send a player to the line. It happens in every game, at every level. But instead of brushing it off, Reese escalated it, turning a common foul into theater, a dramatic fall, a confrontation, and, ultimately, a flagrant call by the refs. This wasn't just gamesmanship, it was a manufactured moment. Reese, who has made drama part of a brand, knew exactly what she was doing. And once again, the league played along. Upgrading that foul was a baffling overreaction, and it fed the perception that Clark is being targeted not just by opponents, but by the league itself. Dave Portnoy, who was sitting courtside, summed it up: a totally common foul by Caitlin Clark. Reese falls down, then basically attacks her and turns the whole thing into a joke. And he's right, anyone with basic basketball knowledge could see that this was a routine play blown completely out of proportion. But here's where it gets truly alarming. Instead of defending its rising star and acknowledging the explosive growth she's sparked, the WNBA seems to be actively working against it. Caitlin Clark has brought unprecedented attention to the league, driving up ticket sales, merchandise revenue, TV ratings, and bringing in new fans who've never watched a WNBA game before. Yet instead of embracing her as the face of a new era, the league is treating her success like a problem that needs to be managed. The courtside footage shows who the real fans are: families, kids in Clark jerseys, parents who traveled hours to see her play. The atmosphere was electric, exactly what the WNBA has worked decades to create. But instead of celebrating it, the league is undermining it.
Why?
Because there's a segment within the WNBA, both in the league office and among certain players, that resents Clark's rapid rise. They resent the attention, the fans, the momentum. And they are doing everything they can to frame her success as a disruption to the established order rather than a breakthrough moment for women's sports. Look no further than Angel Reese's social media. After LeBron James posted a photo with Clark, Reese responded with a jab. Michael Jordan never lost 2 finals. A cheap shot at both LeBron and Clark, petty, transparent, and telling. That's not the behavior of someone secure in their place, it's the response of someone threatened by someone else's success. And the WNBA isn't just allowing this dynamic, they are enabling it.
Issuing statements based on hearsay.
Investigating fans based on unfounded accusations. Creating double standards that penalize Clark for doing what other players are praised for. When Angel Reese taunts, it's personality. When Clark celebrates, it's disrespect. When Chicago players trash talk, it's competitive fire. When Fever fans boo, it's a hostile environment. The hypocrisy is glaring. NBA fans routinely heckle players, chant, and create intense environments, and it's not only tolerated, it's celebrated as part of the live sports experience. Why are Fever fans held to a different standard? Let's not mince words. This isn't about bad fan behavior.
It's about control.
It's about who gets to define the culture of women's basketball, and whether the league is willing to evolve with the times or cling to a smaller, more exclusive version of itself. The courtside footage lays it all bare. There was no racism, no hate, just basketball. And fans, real, passionate fans, engaged in the game. Yet the WNBA chose to back a baseless narrative instead of defending its most valuable asset. The sad part? This moment should be a turning point for women's sports.
TV ratings are soaring. Social media is buzzing.
Arena attendance is climbing. After years of fighting for relevance, the WNBA finally has the spotlight, and instead of using it to elevate everyone, they are using it to divide. Caitlin Clark is the biggest opportunity the league has ever had. She's bringing in new fans, new sponsors, and fresh energy.
A smart league would rally around that.
But the WNBA seems more interested in playing politics and protecting the status quo, even if it means sabotaging its own future. This isn't just bad PR. It's strategic failure. The courtside footage doesn't lie. It tells a simple story, a full arena, excited fans, and a competitive game. The real problem isn't what happened on the court. It's the league's refusal to accept that its future might look different from its past. And until that changes, they'll keep turning wins into losses, no matter how many fans fill the seats.